Hello. I hope you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. So I'm going live today for Tip Tuesday, and I'm trying to go live on Facebook and on Instagram. So if I'm looking a bit strange, it's because I've got two cameras on me and I'm trying to get it right. But for some reason, the Instagram is not playing ball. So I might just ignore that and just talk to you guys on Facebook. So, oh yeah, we're here on Instagram as well as Facebook. So hello. Welcome to Tip Tuesday. It's 12:30 on Tuesday, the 13th of November. And what I like to do is every Tuesday I come live with a little tip and give you a chance to say hello and wave at me if you're here. And also, if you've got any questions that I can help with, this is your opportunity to get me live. So hello if you're here and you're seeing me. So today, the topic of my Tip Tuesday is I'm talking about blogs and how to blog regularly and consistently and to come up with a simple plan. And I shared this tip probably about 6 months ago. And I was reminded this morning about how well it's worked for a client, and she told me that this absolutely revolutionised her system and the way that she does her blogging and the way that her content goes on Facebook, and that's really helped to get her clients. So I wanted to share it again really quickly, because if you missed it the first time or you haven't seen it, or perhaps you did but you forgot all about it, I thought it'd be a really good chance to share that with you. So if you're here, please give me a wave. If you're watching on the replay, please do say hello. And as always, if you've got any questions, please add in your questions, because I do come back and I try to answer them if I can. So the strategy that I use for blogging, and the one that I share with my clients and my coaching clients, is that I always start the year by thinking about 12 topics you can teach about to do with your business. So that's 12 things that you can teach. So if you are a riding instructor, for example, you could think about balance. You could think about the scales of training. You could think about suppleness. You could think about the tack fitting. You could think about some stable management topics. If you are a what other industries? Give me a shout if you're a tack shop, you could teach about what to look for when purchasing equipment. You could teach about certain things that you sell and why you sell them. You could teach about the brands that you sell. There's lots of things. So think about just 12 things. Then once you've got those 12 things, you're going to break those down into 4 little bite-sized chunks for each one. So each one of the 12 gets a month, and then each one of those gets separated into 4. So say you were talking about balance, and you could split that into, okay, so I'm going to talk about rider balance this week. I'm going to talk about horse balance this week. I'm going to talk about the definition of balance this week, and so on. So you split that into those simple little chunks. And then you're going to blog about them and put them in one each week. And that way you've got a very simple content plan that you can share on your blog. Now, the next step of taking that plan and to get some traffic and some traction to it is, one, you're going to share that blog on your social media page every week. But before you get to that stage, and before you send it out to your email list and everything else, I want you to think about looking at that blog, thinking about 3 quotes that you could share from that blog. I want you to think about what question does that answer, and then you're going to go and you're going to ask them something that you know your blog is the answer to. So then you could go out to your Facebook audience and you could say, do you understand what balance means? A, B, C, D is your answer. And when they say no, you can then send them the direct link. Perhaps this blog post will help you. That then shares this again with getting some more people and actually starting that connection with the people who care about it and with people who are going to be interested in your content. So you've got that as a strategy. You can then split up and share a little bit more on your social media those quotes that you took from your blog. You could put them into nice images using Canva or Typorama on your phone, quite simply, and then you've got some graphics that you can share and again you can link back to your blog. So that's going to then give you some content to share socially, but not having to create a lot more stuff. And you can share that in groups, because again you're posting some valuable content, some valuable ideas that hopefully the people in the right groups are going to love, and that's going to really help you. So I hope that you found this little tip a good help. So I'm just looking at some of the comments and things that's coming up. So Jenny, I'm so glad you're here, and Jenny says that she can't wait for the content planner to help her with this, which absolutely, I'm hoping that the content planner is going to include a way to get that stuff in, and it's going to help you to plan all more of your social posts and to give you some ideas and to help you to get your blog posts and everything else also on track, so that they're not just posting out, but they're also key and timely, and that they can relate to other things that are going on in the universe today. And that's the point of my content planner. So if you don't know about the content planner, you can see a link on my Facebook page or in my links. And basically that is a planner for 2019 that's got key equestrian dates. It's got key sort of horse events. It's also got just generic dates that are coming up. So it could be like coming up in the next couple of weeks. So like next week is the 23rd of November, that's Black Friday. So again, knowing that that's Black Friday means you can create content around Black Friday that's specific to your business, or you can create a content plan, or you can create an offer because you've got it in your content calendar, and that's part of what the content calendar does. And then it's also going to lay out some ways to get your content planning working. And what I've been asking is, do people prefer to plan for the month per place that they share? So do you prefer to plan all your Instagram posts on 1 month, or would you prefer to just plan the week with all the media that you share to? So have your blog, email, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, all on one. So just to give you an idea, wrecking the joint. So for those of you that can see, so this is my draft version. I'll show you on Instagram too. This is the draft version that I'm working on. Because it's really important to me that I make sure that it's good and that I can use it and it works. And I've also shared it out to my email list, so I'm going to ask them hopefully if they've used it and did they find it useful, what would they like to change, what would make it easier. So if you've got any suggestions that you think would work better for you, because with everything that we do, it's important that it works with how we work and it works with how our brains work, and it then will work better for all of us. So that's my schedule for the weekly content plan. And then the other part of it will give you, because it's going to be a big thing, you can either have it printed. I think it's £27 if you want it printed, or it's £12.50 if you want the digital version. So you'll get a month plan, a bit like this one. So this is the one that I've done for November, because I'm starting now to make sure that it works. And then hopefully I'll get it out to everybody that's purchased, and it's on pre-sale at the moment because it's not yet ready, but the price does go up on the 1st of December. So if you don't want to pay 25 quid and you want to get it the early bird, you have to get it now. Okay, so just a quick recap over the blog strategy. So the strategy is 12 things that you can talk about, then split those 12 things into 4 easy steps, and that's going to create your blog. And then once you've got your blog, split that again into a couple of quotes that you can share, a couple of key tips that you could share on your social media strategy, and a question that your blog post answers the pain to. And then hopefully that's going to help to get you more traffic to your website, more clients and more bookings. I'm going to head off now and let you have a really good Tuesday. If you found this helpful, please give me a like. Please feel free to share. Please add a comment or a question and I'll get back to you. And thank you for joining me. Have a really good day. Bye. Just got to end all.